Hello everyone, Ace here, and today I thought I'd provide a little bit of an update regarding the Tim Pool swatting, because a possible motive for the swatting has been provided, and although not confirmed, is at least worth talking about. That motive being that on the previous day, Tim Pool hosted Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, and on the following day, Marjorie Taylor Greene ended up facing a series of death threats herself. Now you may be wondering, if that is the case, then why wasn't Tim Pool swatted on that day rather than the day after? Well, as it turns out, Tim Pool was able to provide an explanation there as well, pointing out the fact that a significant portion of his viewer base tends to get notified by YouTube the day after the live stream, partially because many of these live streams tend to be done late at night.
But one of the theories that we had to discuss was whether or not it was related to Marjorie Taylor Greene's appearance on the show. I did mention it the other day. And after the show, I didn't want to, contact her team and drag her into something. She was here the day before on the 5th, not the day we got swatted. But, Luke mentioned it's probably a good idea for security reasons just to let people know, like, hey, this happened. And I can't speak for Marjorie Taylor Greene and what her opinion of this is. But what was conveyed to me is that she's been receiving a large amount of death threats as of the 6th. And that leads me to believe that what happened to us was directly related to us hosting her. I don't know for sure. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm not saying I believe 100%. I'm saying it seems probable. And the reason is we filmed these live episodes. We start at 8 p.m., we end at 10. At 10, when we end the live stream, is when YouTube says it's published, and it sends out notifications slowly to a bunch of people. That means for a lot of people, you'll wake up in the morning and get a notification, Timcast IRL with guest Marjorie Taylor Greene. On this day, the morning of January 6th, when people are getting this notification that we hosted her, that's the day she was getting slammed with death threats. So I don't think it's a coincidence then that on that same day that she's getting death threats, we also get swatted. And it may be because some people, either the individual mistakenly thought we were currently hosting her on the show, or it was just they saw the show, the notification, or just someone mentioned it and they said, screw these people, and they end up swatting us. Ultimately, we have no idea why it happened, but I think that seems to be the most likely.
Of course, this possible motive is by no means airtight, but it already may have some very interesting consequences behind it. Because since it appears that this attempted swatting may be connected to death threats received by a sitting congresswoman, there is reason to believe that a significantly greater effort will be taken by the US government in finding out who is responsible. So let's talk about my thoughts on this matter. Well, for a start, while I do believe that more evidence would be needed to show that the swatting attempt itself was indeed politically motivated and not merely a prank, the threats against Marjorie Taylor Greene herself are proof of the true nature of the far left, and how narrow-minded these individuals are when it comes to people who disagree with them. Regardless, though, the most important thing right now is that the individual responsible for the swatting itself be made to face justice in the court of law. And the silver lining to all of this is that because of the particularly high-profile nature of this swatting incident and its ties to a sitting US Congresswoman, it is now all the more likely that this individual will be found by the authorities. Of course, with this all said, I do intend to keep tabs on the situation and provide further updates should they come. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.